Hey folks, I got off a little early, and I got something in the mail. First, I'm listening to, if you can hear it, Paradise Lost, Nuclear Abominations Return from Eternal Darkness Creations. It's got some live stuff, some unreleased tracks, rehearsals. Their 3/12/88 demo, their Frozen Illusion demo, and some live tracks from Bradford 10/29/90. I mean, Paradise Lost is awesome. So I'm just gonna do. I want to talk about something else, but I watched this movie last night, Blood Sisters. I mean, awesome cover, right? This is one of, I've gotten this in the last few years, kind of recent for me. Blood Sisters. Sexy college girls pitted against an unspeakable power ready to prey upon their naked bodies and souls. 7 beautiful co-eds in a sorority hazing are blindfolded and driven to a massive looming specter of a house. They are forced by Linda, their leader, to spend the night. 13 years ago, the house was a brothel. Now it's rumored to be haunted. Their boyfriends have rigged the place with harmless gags to scare them silly. But after dark, a hideously foul, curling fog twists around the house. The souls of murdered prostitutes and their tricks come out. Each girl is drawn into a web of seduction, torture, and madness, cornered into a grisly, bloody ritual passage, an eternal sisterhood of the undead. Bizarre, airy, and violent, Blood Sisters will make your heart race and your skin crawl. Consult your doctor before viewing. This is pretty bad. It's from 1987. I was reading reviews. Yeah, someone said it looks like 1981 or 1982. It does. It's directed by Roberta Findlay, who directed a lot of like porn and softcore porn, and she did Tenement and Primeval. Tenement's pretty good. It's stuck in there, but yeah, this was kind of funny. The girls were funny. Yeah, Roberta Findlay wrote it too. It has a lot of nudity. It's kind of like, almost like Jackie Kong. Like more nudity than the Jackie Kong movie. And they go to the house. It's really like an hour before any... Well, there's like a killing in the very beginning. And then, you know, they're doing the whole sorority thing. And the girls were interesting. They weren't... It wasn't totally boring, but I was like, you know... So this is not horror. This is not scary. And when it finally does start happening... But in fact, like, there's no swirling fog. And then stuff finally does start to happen. They see ghosts. Did I already say there's a lot of nudity? Finally, they start getting killed. Another review I read said they're like mostly off screen. They're not, but they're just not particularly inventive, gruesome, or gory, or even bloody. I mean, they're violent. They're definitely violent moments, and there's a part where they use a dummy, and I was wondering, there's no way they can use like a fake dummy and throw it off something, but they do, but it's just not enough. Yeah, this is just boring, really. And then at least it just ends when the final death happens. It just ends, and I guess it's pretty downer because all 7 girls die. There's no survivors, but can't really recommend this. I'll give this, man, I don't want to give it 1 hand of fate, but the way I've been just picking duds. Night of the Zombies, Vengeance of the Zombies, even Night of the Sorcerers is better than this. What else? Whatever. I can't remember what else I reviewed that. But Vengeance of the Zombies. Just been picking duds, man. But I have something lined up that I think is gonna be pretty good. I hope. A cool VHS cover though. But like, I wouldn't even want to give this to someone because it's so bad. If you want it, I was gonna give it to my friend, but I was I mean, maybe they might never even ever watch it. Just have it there. I wish I would have never watched it, and I could have like made up my own movie. Like there's no. I thought like there's a little rocking chair horse, whatever they're called. Does it come alive? Like, and then I was like, no, that's Prom Night 2. Like Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2. So yeah, Blood Sisters, cool name, cool VHS cover. Not that great, not a great movie at all. But what I do want to talk about is I just got in the mail the first issue of the Dead Among Us zine. And this is put out by the Matt and John, who do Sick on Cinema podcast. And I just got it, so I read a little bit of it. And it's just movie reviews, but he crams a lot of movie reviews. I think it's Matt who did most of, if not all of the writing. Let me see. Yeah, I think Matt did this. I mean, he did. And he just reviews all kinds of different movies. Some I've seen. I mean, thankfully a lot that I haven't. Yeah, and for a first issue, it's really good. Honestly, I mean, there's some minor flaws, but for any first zine, it's not going to be that good. But and I'm not saying it's great, but it's pretty good. And he's a pretty good writer. Like his reviews are short. Now I was a little worried about that, but no, they're concise. He gets to the point, and he just seems to know what he's talking about, at least. And he puts new movies, old movies, and that's it. And yeah, he does have an intro and like a thanks list and just movie reviews. That's the back. He's got a nice Night Beast on the front cover. The title is taken from a Necrophagia song. I really got into them, but I never really give them a chance. So, I was, oh man, I got some competition now for Not Everybody Tapes, because I knew he was going to do zine. I actually didn't think it was going to be this good. It's because, you know, first issue, but I've been doing the podcast for a while. So I guess that helped them translate to zine. So, I'll put their email, contact them. I guess give them like, you know, $2-3, or if you do zine, trade them or tapes or something. So yeah, this is definitely better than this. I'm glad I got this. And I just got it today, so I'm gonna try to do another one tonight, another review, see what else I can come up with. But check out the Dead Among Us.